or even their virtual assistants earlier is that have the grit and the passion in you. In the industry, you would encounter hundreds of rejections before you would even be able to get one client. And having grit is really important because it's what fuels you on how you would get the client, on how you would be aggressive in selling your stuff. And also, it would help you a lot if you're passionate about what you're doing. Don't just think about the money that you would earn. That's really just an additional. But if you're enjoying what you're doing and you're passionate about it, you won't really think that you're working. And I hope to see you all succeed in this freelancing industry.
All right. Thank you very much, Pia, for that introduction. Well, this is the Surge Marketplace, and we are live in Facebook, in LinkedIn, and in YouTube as well. Thank you very much to those of you who waited. I saw earlier there were already more than 200 plus in YouTube, and now we are about 300. So a lot of you guys are really excited to learn virtual assistants, especially in keyword research. So before I'm going to start, please let me know, where are you located? And please also let me know if this is your first time or your second time. I know we've been doing a lot of series on different trainings, so I would value if you can let me know where you guys are located. And then also, please go ahead and share this and also tag your friends. I see some of you are already tagging your friends. Okay, thank you very much for all of those responses. So we have people from all over the place. Okay, Davao City, Albay, Bukidnon, people are first time, Quezon Province, Pampanga, first time. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we have also people outside the Philippines, located outside the Philippines. Okay, I'm seeing Sweden, United Arab Emirates. Thank you for those responses. All right. Another one that I would like you to also answer before we're going to get started is, how did you learn about this training? Did you hear it from YouTube, from Facebook, from our email, from TikTok, from Twitter? What was the platform that you heard about this training? And again, I would like to let you know that this training, by the way, is search is this is a series when it comes to um okay, some of you already answering, so I think that there's a little bit of delay. Okay, so we have people from TikTok, from the Facebook group, who heard about this one, email, Facebook. Okay, we also have TikTok, via LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook feed, Facebook. Okay, so a lot of you are coming from Facebook, also email. Others are coming from the TikTok community. And thank you very much for being here. We're almost 500. So what I'm seeing here right now is there's a total of 442 live. So this tells me that you are really hungry when it comes to this series, the social media series. And for today, we're going to be focusing our discussions in keyword research. I'm not going to take more time. Let me go ahead and introduce myself a little bit. This is me right here. My name is Grace. I am a wife, a mom, a Christian. I have a business here and in the US. I have my master's in education, okay, also doctorate. I'm lacking dissertation. I am taking master's in entrepreneurship right now, and I am a freelancing thought leader. So anything regarding freelancing, I will be here to help you guys. And these are my fields of expertise. We are Surge Marketplace, and we are an FBA business consultancy corporation. We are the world's one stop freelancing marketplace where companies and independent contractors can meet and find training, services, and solutions. So, anything related to online freelancing, may it be for business owners or for independent contractors or freelancers, we are here to help you guys. These are the recent collaborations and partnerships that we have. And please go ahead and connect with us, right here and then. Please really follow our social media sites. If you're in YouTube right now, please subscribe. So if there are new videos, if there are webinars like this, which are free, you can just, hit the notification bell as well, and you will be notified if you heard from us in our different social media sites like LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, other social media sites, Pinterest, please go ahead and connect with us as well. You can find us at Surge Marketplace. You can also check out our website via Surge Digital at that agency, or you can email me directly if you have questions via Surge Grace at Surge Digital that agency. We are 500 plus now. Thank you so much for that. For tonight's free webinar, we are going to be discussing on keyword research. And with this, you're going to be receiving a certification as well. After you are going to finish the lessons, I mean, this webinar, and then fill in the feedback form. So we will send it to you within a week or two, okay? Depending on how many people we need to create. So before it was just 3 days, and then we moved it to 5 days. And then the recent one, there were 1,000 people who we needed to create certification. So we needed at least 10 days. So now there are 500 so far that's here. And then I know later on more people are coming in. So it might need 10 days again. So we're going to be discussing keywords and why is it important. We are also going to talk about the keyword research process and how is it done. I have to really move my computer here to make sure that it's all going to work, because the last time we discussed about SEO, it wasn't really working as planned. I wanted to show you everything, how it's being done, where to click, what to open in order for you to really be guided. But now I guess it's going to work out. So we're going to be discussing for 45 minutes, and then 15 minutes we're going to allocate it for question and answer. I'm going to make sure that we can be here for at least 1 hour, okay? Maximum of 1 hour. I'm sorry, not at least, but a maximum of 1 hour. I know that this is a Tuesday, it's towards the middle of the week, and you guys are here because you want to get value, and I appreciate you all. So there will be a feedback form that will be sent to you after the training period for e-certifications. It's going to be an online certification. There will be a code needed in order for you to fill in the feedback form. So you need to wait towards the end of the training in order for you to get the code. It's changing every time we go live for free trainings like this. So make sure that you will finish this one to learn the code so you can fill in the feedback form, and that will be the basis of your certification as proof that you learned or attended something from this free training. So again, we will go through with the discussions. Afterwards, there will be a question and answer, and then we will send you the feedback form, and then that will be the basis of your certification. And usually we also give you a free gift, okay? So far we are giving you a gift related to the training, okay? It might be a lower course or something that we feel like you need. So as you probably have known, Surge Marketplace is a social empowerment enterprise. So we're here to really empower people. So if you are showing interest in these free trainings or the series of training, we know that you probably need more guidance and more grace towards your freelancing success. Please also make sure that you go into our Facebook page and learn all of our free or paid training series. Okay, so all of social media, we will be discussing a lot, all throughout this whole month of March. For tonight, we're going to be discussing on keyword research as the basis for your social media strategy. Next week, it's March 15. We are going to be talking about understanding your target market as part of your social media strategy. On March 22, assessment and optimization. There will be a paid training on March 25. So this one, the difference between paid training is you will have the recorded video afterwards. It will not be in our social media sites, but in a Zoom account, and you will have the recorded video. You will have the notes as well. There will be certification. There will be guidance. It's not just 1 hour, but at least 3 hours, and you will also have templates, and usually it's very low. It's for the one that's happening on the 25th. It's only 250. So all of the links in these trainings, it's all in our events page and our Facebook page. So please go ahead and register in advance so you can get the Google form in advance and register in advance as well. And then the social media series ends on March 29. We are going to be discussing on creating a content plan. So social media is one of the probably most long term when it comes to virtual assistants, and also one of the most in demand. When I started freelancing, I was focused on social media. So I have been a social media manager, or social media management and marketing expert for the past 13 years, because I have been freelancing for 13 years. So this is something that you may want to embrace. So if you are here today, please don't miss the other part of the series. Um, Series two is on understanding the target market again. Three is on assessment and optimization, and four is creating content plan. If you are here, we're really giving you value in all of this training. You may want to avail of our gifts later on or not. We don't really mind, okay? When we give you this free training, it's really for giving value and empowering you. So we give you the content that's quality, and at the same time, the guidance that's quality, even if you're enrolled in our courses or not, and also the certification, because we know that it will really help you boost your confidence, also boost your portfolio. Before we dive in into our keyword research, please allow me to discuss a little bit about what virtual assistance is, because earlier I saw that there were newcomers. Okay, so probably you don't know what virtual assistance is, probably you don't understand what is really this training. So virtual assistance is something that you can do right now, especially under the pandemic. It's safer. It's the process of basically working from home. So you are generally self-employed and you provide professional, and it may be more on the, you're providing professional services, may it be for administrative services. So when we're talking about admin tasks, it can be providing PowerPoint assistance, maybe data entry, maybe office assistance, maybe the lead generation. Okay, so that's more on administrative. You may also be providing technical support or technical services, may it be via customer support, or maybe Zendesk, answering questions that are very technical, or creative assistance. Creative assistance may be web design, social media, digital marketing, graphics design, video editing, okay? Something that's related on digital or creative services. So whatever you are providing, may it be administrative, technical, creative assistance, that's called virtual assistance because you are providing it virtually or remotely. So you are providing it to clients, okay, from a home office or wherever you're at. As I mentioned earlier, I have been in the freelancing world for at least 10 years, okay. 13th year, okay, this is my 13th year. The first 2 years I did it in an office setting, and then the last 10 years it's home based. So um I was able to really enjoy virtual assistants. You may be just bringing your laptop when you're traveling and you are working from there and earning as you go. So there are a lot of opportunities to earn right from the comfort of where you're at. So right now, yes, there is work from home, or you can also go for work anywhere. Okay. So how can you go ahead and start working as a virtual assistant? You need to have at least an access to computer and internet. So this is very much needed because you cannot really render a task or a service without access to computer or internet. Though there are other avenues that you can work from your mobile, but it's really not common because the productivity level is not that big or great if you are just focusing on um, a mobile phone. Maybe during the training, yes, you can, but when you are applying or doing the task, you really need to have access to computer. And it may be that the access to computer is a borrowed laptop, probably from your friends, or going to an internet cafe, as long as you have access to both. Okay. Another one, in order for you to get started, is you need to have a marketable skill. Marketable skill means, based on what I discussed earlier, it might be related to administrative assistance, creative assistance, technical support, okay? As long as it's marketable, it means that it's a needed niche, it's a needed task by the client, okay? You probably would say, I know how to do data entry, but there are a lot of competition and it's not probably anymore marketable, okay? Probably the one that's in demand right now is digital marketing, video marketing, okay? Those things. So you need to find a skill that you can market. You probably would say, I know how to manage invoices, or probably I know how to create PowerPoints. The question is it marketable? Is it a needed task or a needed skill by the client? So you have to find a marketable skill. And then you have to prepare your resume, your cover letter, CL means cover letter, your portfolio, and create virtual assistance accounts in different virtual assistance platforms like Upwork, Search Marketplace, online jobs, Outsourcely, Fiverr, freelancer.com, Outsourcely, HubStuff Talent, People Per Hour. Okay, there are hundreds of um, freelancing platforms right now, and by there, okay, you may need to apply, and then afterwards, when you're hired, you get paid, and you are now a certified virtual assistant. Okay, so when we're talking about marketable skill, it can be that you are going to start with a skill that you already know. Okay, probably you already know how to do proofreading because you're a teacher. You know how to do qualitative research. Maybe you're an engineer and you are going to provide your AutoCAD services, or probably drafting services. Maybe you are a paralegal and you wanna, that's a skill that you already know, and you wanna provide the services online. And the beauty of it is you're not limited anymore to an office face-to-face setting. You can service clients wherever they're at. May they be in Canada or United States, and we're in Asia, and your rates are also higher because you will be earning in dollars. Okay. So start with a skill that you probably already know. The question there is it marketable? Okay. Another one is maybe a skill that you already learned from school. So maybe in your school you experience something like maybe editing, proofreading. Maybe you were a part of your school paper and you do article writing, feature writing. Maybe you're a part of your dance group, and you know how to probably sequence dances. All right. So maybe you're a bookkeeper because you went to school with that, and online. Maybe you're into accounting. Okay, you know how it's being done, preparation of taxes. You know how it's being done. So those are the services that you can probably also render to clients. Okay, or a skill that you get trainings. Such as getting certification from trainings like this, or online courses that we provide, maybe from Surge Marketplace or from other places that you may have gained through a free training or paid training. So you can also start with that, as long as, again, it's going to be a marketable skill. Okay, so examples of that, again, office administration, graphics design, video editing, proofreading, online teaching, social media, and keyword research. All right, so maybe you can render services to clients in keyword research after this one, because you have the certification, right? So you can go and prepare this one, have access to computer and internet. Probably you have that now. Your marketable skill will be your keyword research. Okay, and then you just need to prepare your resume, cover letter, portfolio. It's all in Canva. The templates are all in Canva, and create virtual assistants accounts in different freelancing platforms, and apply. Okay, so this is why this is relevant for you today, because this is a marketable skill. Okay, not to mention this is a part of the whole social media management and marketing training. So going into the keyword research, so the keyword research is where you can find and research alternative terms that are being searched by people or customers when they are searching for a similar subject online. Okay, so this is very important, because if you're a business, for a lot of business owners, even if they have a website, if they are not being found online, that website is very limited. Okay, so how can you start with relevance when it comes to you having a website? You need to have the right keywords, and having the right keywords means you need to do a keyword research. Okay, another one, you have social media sites, but you're not really found because you're not using the right hashtags, you're not using the right descriptions in your social media setup and your social media post. Okay, you're not, it may be so keyword research is also very usable in social media. Okay, so by using effective keyword research tools, you're able to determine popular or profitable niches, find relevant markets. Okay, so for example, you have hashtag virtual assistant, and you're using that hashtag to be found by certain clients. So in your all of your setup, you are providing their virtual hashtag virtual assistant, and you can be found by different clients in Twitter or LinkedIn, in TikTok. Your videos can be found, your posts can be found because you use the right keywords. Okay, this is why it's very important. You're also going to rank in search engines specific topic. Like for example, the keyword right now, that's Filipino virtual assistants. We started at keywords 5 years ago. Now we shifted into search marketplace, and I'm still following the keywords in Instagram and a lot of other brands. Even a lot of competitions are already using that one because we were able to drive traffic and rank that keyword in Instagram. All right, and you can also enhance and promote your products and your services by using the right keywords because you will become more effective and more targeted by using keyword research. That's why it's important that you learn keyword research. It's a marketable skill that you can render to clients later on. So you can use keyword research when you're doing SEO or search engine optimization. You can also use keyword research in your online writing, right? Imagine if you're blogging or you are into article writing, but the keywords are not really what the customers are using. So you will not be found. Nobody is using or reading your blogs or really using or using or reading your articles. So keyword research is very important in your social media setup, in your social media post, there needs to be keyword research, okay? The results of your keyword research. If not, then you will also not be found. Maybe you're wondering, you have been in social media presence or on social media, but nobody is liking your post, nobody is interacting because nobody is really finding out who you are, because the words that you're using in your post and in your post and in your descriptions are not the very keywords that your customers are finding or searching. Okay, so you need to have keyword research. Branding. So when you are starting a business, when you're branding, okay, your templates, your colors, you need to have keyword research. E-commerce, okay, when I go to Lazada or I go to Shopee or Alibaba or Amazon, usually I would type in like cheap, okay, shampoo for soft hair, okay? So maybe the words there that you may need to also add in your description when you are creating your product description is cheap, okay, soft hair, women, okay, for women. So keyword research is functioning even in your e-commerce, okay? So if you are a Lazada play seller or a Shopify seller and you're not being found, probably you need to learn keyword research. Also, in video marketing, in app creation, because when people are searching, then your app can be found, or even in YouTube, when your potential customers or target market are looking for your products or your videos, then you can be found as well. So keyword research is also going to define who you are. Okay. So for example, I'm going to look for Apple computers. If I'm just going to search for Apple, the search engine may give me the apple fruit. Okay, however, if I'm going to really be specific with Apple computers and I will add it in all of my online presence, and when customers are searching for Apple computers, then they can be finding my very own business because that's what I added in my online presence. Okay, so keyword research is very important. Keyword research will help you become more advanced in your digital marketing strategy. And if you are a business, consider keyword research. Okay. If you're a freelancer, learn keyword research so you can sell this as a marketable skill to potential clients. So let's go ahead and discuss the keyword research process. Okay. Number one, you have to identify what problem do I want to solve. Okay. Maybe like understand the nature of your business, and then when you're doing hypothesis, list down the possible keywords that potential customers may be putting in or adding in into the search engines. Okay. Then test out using keyword research, test out with using keyword research sites or platforms. And then afterwards, when you see that, okay, this is consistent in all of the keyword research tools and keyword research sites, then that's how I can decide if it's the keyword that I'm going to be using. Of course, you need to also look for a strategy. Okay, maybe you're going to look into a lot of monthly searches with low competition, but you can also eye on high competition, and then yeah, high competition, but then you just, you don't pay for that keyword, but you just have an idea, okay, that's what I'm going to create when it comes to content, because there's high competitiveness. Okay, so here is how you can do your keyword research. Just like I mentioned earlier, number one, you have to identify the problem. So let's just say, for example, our main keyword that we're going to be using is virtual assistant. Okay, so we're going to look for a focused keyword that we can add into all of our branding, social media sites, our article writing, our email marketing, when we are selling our virtual assistant services. Okay, because if we're just looking for virtual assistant, it's really broad, and it's not probably the one that the client is looking. Remember the apple to apple. Okay, virtual assistant only can mean virtual assistant training, virtual assistant courses, virtual assistant jobs. Okay, but if you are thinking, the problem here is how to be found by by clients. Okay, maybe your experiment here, the hypothesis can be virtual assistant, how to hire a virtual assistant, need a virtual assistant, or virtual assistant services. All right, so those are your hypotheses, putting yourself in the client's perspective or in the client's shoes. So after that, you have to go through and add in your hypothesis to your keyword research tools. Okay, and then when you see a trend and you can see that there's high monthly research and then low competition, then you can decide that's going to be your focused keyword. Okay, so a little bit of a story on this one, how keyword has really helped us in our strategy. Before, when we started our business as, Surge Marketplace, we started as Filipino virtual assistants, and our focus before was hashtag Filipino virtual assistants and Filipino virtual assistant services. Okay, something like that. When we did the keyword research, we are understanding, and our problem statement there was, how can we provide virtual assistant courses to you guys? Okay, because that's our number one service. We provide online training, online courses. So how can we be found as an online courses agency? So that's the problem statement there. When we did a keyword research, the number one focus keyword that we were able to identify is free freelancing courses or freelancing training. Okay, the free. And guess what we're doing now? Okay, we're providing free, courses, free access. There's actually a coming freemium in our strategy. We're providing these free webinars with certification because that's coming from the keyword research. So we're being guided. Okay, before we were just like freelancing courses or virtual assistant courses, and you did not meet us through those keyword searches. However, when we did the keyword research strategy, you found us because we hit the right keywords. Okay, so that's the example that I want to go ahead and emphasize on how you can go ahead and be found by the right client. Okay, apple to apple, be found by the right customers using keyword research. Okay, so going back here, when we're talking about keyword research, okay, you can take a screenshot. You can also list all of this down. Okay, you can take a picture. Here are the common, okay, and free keyword research tools that you can use. And I'm going to show you real quick on how you can do this, okay? So again, these are some of the keyword research. Okay, so we have here research tools that Uber suggests, okay, by Nel Patel. Small SEO keywords, keywordtool.io. I highly recommend using Google Ads Keyword Planner because they're the biggest SERP today, or search engine results pages. Also Google Trends, and then you can just go and check if it's really verified by Google Suggestions, the top and the bottom. Okay, so let me just go ahead and reshare my screen so we can go there. Let's start first with the one at the very bottom. Okay, so I'll share my screen again and share the whole window. All right, there you go. Okay, so here we go. So please go ahead, and this is the link right here. So when you're reviewing this video later on, because we have 1 hour and we're already 30 minutes to this, okay? So you can just, this video, by the way, will be available for the next 3 days, okay? And then after 3 days, we will put this on this won't be available anymore. Okay, depends with the request. And then the feedback form will also be available only for 5 days. So after 5 days, if you won't be able to add in the feedback form, you won't be able to get the certification. So please fill in the feedback form. We will send you the link later on, but you need the code. Okay, so make sure that you're going to be adding the code and wait for it while we're doing this one. All right. And then the certification, please give us at least 2 weeks in order for you to get your certification, because so far there are 725, okay, of you here. So that means at the end of this, there might be a lot, that are getting. Okay. So real quick, okay, let's go here. So this is the number one site that you can test out your keyword research. So you are going to enter your keyword right here and then click, okay, the location. So we're going to be choosing United States because we want to be found by customers based in United States. All right. So let's just go ahead and check virtual assistant. Okay. And then this is just click this one, search. All right. So this is under a free account. So it's not really going to give you a lot of information, but I'm giving you just a perspective on how you can really benefit from this one. All right. So here we can see there are a lot of okay, there are a lot of suggested keywords. Okay, right here, virtual assistant jobs, virtual assistant services, virtual assistant for hire, salary, part-time. So this will already give us a perspective, or somehow the hypothesis, okay, going back to our scientific method earlier, okay, problem. But when we're looking here, okay, these are virtual assistant jobs, services for hire, salary, jobs, part-time. We need to go back to our problem statement. What was the problem? Clients need to find us as virtual assistants providing virtual assistant services. So when we're talking about virtual assistants jobs, this might be a keyword that a lot of freelancers are putting into the different search engine results pages, or SERPs, like Google and Bing. Okay, so this one is for freelancers. This is not really for clients. Okay, we need to go back to our problem statement. Okay, so we're going to dismiss this one because these are not probably the ones that are using this one are freelancers. You're very competition if you're a, because what we're placing here is you are a virtual assistant looking for virtual assistant hiring. Okay, virtual assistant services, okay, probably also for virtual assistant. So maybe this one, virtual assistant for hire or virtual assistant hiring. Okay, real estate, that tells you that the one of the niches or marketable skill that you might want to consider is in real estate virtual assistants. We have this in Surge. So we have 50 courses in Surge. You might want to check out Academy, okay, at academy.surge.digital. All right. So let's go ahead and just try to check. Okay. So we have here, probably we're going to consider virtual assistant hiring. Okay. Or maybe virtual assistant services. So let's go ahead and check out another one, another tool. So we have here, it's called small SEO tools. There are a lot here, but we're only going to be using the keyword research tool. Okay, so I added here virtual assistant, and then the nation is United States again, because we want that we are going to be found by clients who are searching in the United States. Okay, so there we go. So if we're going to get the suggestions, click on that one. Okay, mountain or small hill. All right, verify. All right, so there we go. It has given us all of this. Okay, so we have so far another one, jobs. Okay, virtual assistantships, that might be for clients, I mean for virtual assistants. Okay, so which of these are actually coming from virtual assistant, who are looking for clients? Okay, so let's go ahead and define this a little bit. Maybe for hire. Okay, let's consider the other one earlier, for hire, or maybe hiring. So just test out what are the other ones. Maybe it's already here, sorry. Okay, for hire or hiring virtual assistant. Okay, let's go out and check again, because earlier right here, there's the I think, okay, this is for the keyword tool. Okay, the one here, there's the for hire or hiring. Okay, for hire, hiring. So I added it here. All right, so there we go. there are a lot here. Hiring virtual assistant online. Okay, so that's a good one. How much does it cost? So this one right here will give you avenues to for your article writing, maybe even when you're posting. Okay, so you're going to be guiding on when you're posting in your social media sites, in your online portfolio, like how how much does it cost for virtual assistant. So this right here are what clients are looking for. So we're going back to our problem statement. Okay, so they are very particular with your pricing. Okay, so this is giving us a perspective on what matters, what's the competitive advantage that you need to have in your virtual assistant strategy. And that's that one thing is pricing, and we're able to determine that by this keyword research. Okay, but we're still going to identify what's our focus keyword. Okay, so for how to get a job. Okay, this is for freelancer. Okay, hiring virtual assistant online. Okay, so this might be a good one. Okay, so hiring virtual assistant online. All right, hiring virtual assistant with no experience. So hiring, so maybe this one I could consider this if the client is typing in the hiring virtual assistant online and how much does it cost. Okay, to hire a virtual assistant. Okay, so let's check out again. There's another site again. So far we are into hiring virtual assistant. Okay, this is our keyword right here, hiring virtual assistant. Okay, so this one again. So this I did this earlier under Philippines, but let's go ahead and check this under United States. Okay, so I can just show you um United States. Maybe it's on the very first or very top. There you go. Okay, and then here, if you can see this one, you can actually, if you are a YouTuber, okay, you can just click here, and then all of the results will be related to the YouTube videos that are being searched. If you are in e-commerce, you can just click on Amazon and eBay. If you are for SEO, you can look for Google and Bing, because these are the search engine results pages. If you are in apps, okay, you can just look for Play Store, and then Twitter and Instagram for social media. Okay, so let's go ahead for Google. It's general. So let's go and check on this one. So very, very simple. Just choose different social media, like keyword research tools. Okay. So we have here, okay. All right. So I think we need to go for hiring. There you go. To be more specific, hiring virtual assistant. So there you go. So far we have hiring virtual assistant Philippines. Okay, even if it's in the United States. So clients who are based in the United States, they are looking for virtual assistants in the Philippines. Okay, maybe also in Australia. Okay, Mexico, uh, for all of you who are outside the country, okay, outside the Philippines, okay, we have people in India, Pakistan who are with us, okay, especially the ones of you watching from LinkedIn. Welcome to this training. All right, so you can see here that when it comes to hiring a virtual assistant, I think this one here, the one that's really consistent is hiring virtual assistant online, okay? Hiring virtual assistant. So that can be our focus keyword. But how can we go ahead and really decide? So for here, hire virtual assistant hiring, virtual assistant online, hiring virtual assistant online. Okay, so there's a trend there. So let's go ahead and check out, using Google Trends first. Okay, so hiring virtual assistant. Let's go ahead and do that. So this is another one, trends.google.com. So there you go. So let's go and base this. So you can just change this one to the location, worldwide or Philippines, or and then maybe the last 30 days or 90 days categories. You can also search the one if you are into business only or finance only. So you can see that there's like all of these trends right here, and what are the topics that are related. So there's really a big search for hiring real estate virtual assistants. Okay, right here, topic in real estate, even BPO or even in LinkedIn. Okay, let's go to the next one. Even virtual assistants for e-commerce. Okay, there's a demand there. Salary. Okay, other sites. All right. There's also the virtual assistants training. Okay, and then here you can also compare. Okay, virtual assistant for hiring. Okay. Okay. You can compare. So this is, let's go and see, where's the blue here? Okay, so it's not, where is it? There should be a blue thing. Okay, sorry. So I don't know why the blue is not showing, but here you can see, okay, so maybe it's the same. All right. So maybe we can also check freelancing. Okay, just compare. There you go. So the virtual assistant hiring, and it's the same, and the virtual assistant hiring a virtual assistant is the same right here, but there's a big one when it comes to freelancing, right? So you can see, you can compare. So maybe if you don't want to focus, the how can you interpret this one that will help you with your virtual assistants? There's a high competition in freelancing. Okay, so if you want to go and venture on freelancing instead of virtual assistants, it's also good because there's high demand, there's high competition. However, if you want to go and position yourself to the low competition right here, then all of those, that because others are going, all going to freelancing, the keyword, but you can stay here in the virtual assistants and you probably can get a lot. Okay, so that's how you can go and play with the high competition and low competition. All right. Another one. So far we are into hiring virtual assistant. Okay. That's our main keyword. So far that's the trend. Or hiring a freelancer if you want to go and focus on the freelancing. Okay. So those are some of the keyword hypothesis that we have right now. So let's go ahead and check out here. Okay, this is in the Google Ads keyword planner. Okay, you can also go here. Okay, hiring a virtual assistant. All right. So we can go get search results. Okay, so this is one of my favorite when it comes to deciding, because Google is really showing you, okay, this is even for the whole 1 year, okay, and this is in the Philippines, so you can change also the location. So here you can go ahead and see the average monthly searches. That means how many people are searching, okay. Let's go and try to change this to United States, okay. All right, there you go. Okay, so what you need to look for here, look the average monthly searches, and then the competition right here, and the month, okay, if it's changing. So far right here, okay, you can see, you can also go and click here. All right. Okay. Okay. So when I did, it gave me the result on what's the highest. Okay. So for there is 1,000 to 10,000 hiring a virtual assistant. Okay. And the competition right here is medium. You can see here. The ones with the low competition is this one. Okay. However, there are only 10 to 100 searches per month. Okay. The average search per month. Okay. So that's probably not something that we can consider. Okay, another one is, what's this? Virtual assistant coaching. Okay, that's for us who are providing virtual assistant coaching. So there's 100 to 1,000. Okay, and the competition is medium. Also hiring a VA, virtual assistant hiring. All right. So this tells us that when we go, probably we are correct with the hypothesis on hiring a virtual assistant because it has a higher search. Okay. It has a higher monthly search average, and the competition is a little bit high as well. Okay. But if you really want to position on higher, so far, like those are the choices here. So maybe this is really the best one, hiring a virtual assistant. Okay. And then lastly, the one that you can really choose is Google. Okay. All right. So I'm just showing you how you can use Google AdWords with keyword research tool with the average monthly searches. And then if you can also see, it's not going to change within 3 months. However, here in the virtual assistant agency, there's 90% plus. So there's more people looking for virtual assistant agencies. So that will tell you that maybe you need to be a part of an agency when you want to be hired, because a lot of people are trusting agents. So that's 900 plus. Okay, so that's how you can position your virtual assistant services in keyword research. Okay, so far I think our focus keyword is on hiring a virtual assistant. So let's go ahead and use lastly the Google search. Okay, so hiring a Okay, so there you go. So this is what I meant by up. Okay, so when you try to, because these are AI right here, okay, that's like machine learning. So when you try to search for something, okay, this will tell you what other people may have been searching because it's giving you the suggestion. So right now, the one that's on top is virtual assistant. Okay, so hiring a virtual assistant. So that's probably the best focused keyword that we're going to be adding. So when you are promoting yourself later on, you're going to be like hiring a virtual assistant, or do you want to hire a virtual assistant? Okay, so something like that. So do a variation so you're not stuffing. Okay, so maybe also hiring a personal assistant instead of a virtual assistant. So this will tell us that this is the right one right here. Okay, so when we click on that, so this is the one on top. Okay, the other one also that you can determine is the one in the at the bottom right here. Okay, so these are also suggestions. So this means that these are the recent keyword searches that were being typed in this search engine. Okay, in this SERP or search engine results page, the Google, by real customers. So hiring virtual assistant in the Philippines. Okay, so hiring. Okay, that's probably for these are probably for freelancers. Okay, but the one that client is probably using is hiring a virtual assistant, the one here on top. Okay, and I think probably also hiring a virtual assistant in the Philippines. Okay, and then okay, probably all right. So maybe hiring virtual assistant pros and cons. Okay. So going back, right? Going back to our guide earlier, it seems like the very keyword research that we are going to have is the hiring a virtual assistant. So that's how you can go ahead and identify how you can go and really be guided by your virtual assistant strategy. I mean, your keyword research strategy. Okay, so let me just go back to our, okay, this one right here. So step-by-step process, identify what the problem is, because you need to do an apple to apple comparison. Okay, don't be adding in virtual assistant because it can mean other freelancers looking for virtual assistant jobs. So you have to identify what is the real problem, and it's for you to be found by clients or customers. So we also did like how to hire a virtual assistant, need a virtual assistant. So these are our hypotheses we went through with the keyword research tools, and we were able to decide that the perfect one is hiring a virtual assistant. Okay, so I hope that you are being guided by that. All right, so that's actually it. Okay, going back again, these are the keyword research tools that you can use. Okay, you can use Uber Suggest. You can also use a small keyword tool, keywordtool.io. We also have Google Keyword Planner, um, Google Trends, and then also Google Suggestions, the one on top, the one on the bottom. All right. So that's the end of our training. Now let's go to question and answer. Okay. So okay, yeah. We have a question here by, so we have 10 minutes more, okay, for questions. So I'm sorry, but I hope that we're able to really go ahead. Okay. So we have here a question from, okay, from Chris. Okay, after the seminar, we can go back and rewatch. Okay, yeah. So yes, you can do that. Uber Suggest is also helpful. Okay, any questions? Please let me know. Rihanna is saying, I contact writing. Good for you. Good jobs. And you can use keyword research for that as well. Okay. Do we have questions? If not, then I can go and move forward. Kim is saying, can I still water get e-certificate after I register the event? Yes, you can. Even if, as long as we're going to be basing our certification on the feedback form, so please really add in your a lot of information in the feedback form. Okay, we have a question here. All right. This is a good one from Make Freelance Virtual Assistants Difference. I think when it comes to virtual assistants, usually everybody starts with virtual assistants, but freelancing has more flexibility and freedom. When we're talking about freelancing, you can decide on the contracts that you want. You can decide on the time that you want to work. Okay. It's more flexible. It's more self-directed. But when you are working as a virtual assistant, you have to really be there in certain times. Like for example, if you're working for a company in Australia and they are 5 hours ahead, you have to wake up. If you are based in Pakistan, in India, in the Philippines, you have to wake up in that time zone, base it there, okay? And when you're freelancing, maybe you have more experience, you have more expertise, and you can be more managing your time. Then you can go into freelancing. Freelancing means you can go ahead and decide on your contracts, okay? Online freelancing. Where to see the code? I'm going to be giving you the code in few minutes. SERP. SERP means search engine results pages. So these are websites that will give you results when you are typing in and looking for something. So we have Google, that's an SERP. Bing, in right now, also apps are considered SERPs because when you're searching for apps, e-commerce websites, also even social media when you're typing something, even YouTube when you're typing on something. Okay, so those are SERPs, or search engine results pages, because when you are like typing in a keyword, they will give you different results. Okay. Can I add a list of keywords tools? Yes, you can. I hope that you were able to get the list earlier. Okay, if not, then you can go ahead and review when we after we go live. Top websites so we can monitor for keyword performance. The ones that I mentioned earlier, those are free, and probably the best tool is when you are searching for the when you're deciding on the focused keyword, go through with the strategy that I did, so you're really broad and really specific. You're not just like basing it with one or two sites. You're really checking everything, so you can go and do the process. Best site for contract writing, probably, of course, we have different freelancing sites like Upwork, okay, Outsourcely, Hubstaff Talent. Maybe also consider freelancer.com because they are more on per gig. Okay. You're welcome. Do I need to create Google Ads to create? Yes, you need to create a Google Ads. Usually, just like what you have probably seen earlier in the video, they're going to ask you to create a mock campaign and add in your credit card information, your debit card. So what I do is just I add my PayPal account, and after creating the mock campaign, I pause it, okay? Or else you're gonna be charged. So pause the mock campaign, or maybe delete it or something like that, okay? And then you can go with the keywords planner. Niche that you would recommend for newbies with new experience? Any, actually, probably you can go with something related to your previous experience in school, okay? But the best one is start with the freelancing course or basic virtual assistance course. Yes, you can review the video later, okay? Yes, there's a keyword researcher for Amazon, okay? That's actually, I have a student now, I'm not going to mention his name, but he is focusing himself to SEO for YouTubers. And all he does is do keyword research, optimizing the YouTube channel and the YouTube video, and he's being paid a lot. Okay. Um, in demand digital skill. What is the most in demand VA right now and the highest rate as well? Charlie, we actually did a virtual assistance training on this one probably in January, and according to research, the most in demand right now is digital marketing, okay, and then social media, also SEO. But based on our recent keyword research that we did earlier, there's a high demand also on real estate virtual assistants, okay. Keywords applies on Facebook, yes, and to all of the social media accounts. So add the keywords in your description, okay, in your social media descriptions when you're posting, when you're doing ads, add those keywords there. Hi, coach. Google Planner is keyword. Okay, what number? 1,000 to 10,000. What is the column that's considered percent? I think you referred to the percent of change. Okay, so the percent of change means how much is the trend going to start. I mean to change, okay, and or the year on year change as well. So it's more of, is the trend going to change in the next 3 months? Okay, so if there is a plus, then that's really a demand. It's like a new high keywords. If it's zero, then it's just consistent. Okay, virtual assistants require experience. For a lot of customers right now, they're really requiring experience. So what you can do is you can position yourself with a lot of certifications. Okay, so that will be the basis that you experience, especially with Surge Marketplace, because we provide online courses with portfolios. So when you are watching the video and then afterwards you have to apply and create a portfolio out of that learning, so you have an experience. And then we also provide training to hiring program. Okay, do you have a real estate training? Yes, we have. And I think it's currently on promo as well. Uh, what can I use? What can we can use this in SEO specialist or marketing? Yes, very much. I actually, when we are doing social media for our social media courses, even for our freelancing course and our SEO, this is the first one that we're teaching our students. Um, can we still get certification if we're not subscriber? Yes, you can. Again, we're a social empowerment company, so we are not here to get from you. Okay, I mentioned that you can go ahead and subscribe, follow us, so you can be posted when there are updates like this, especially with series like this. But you will still be certified even if you're not going to subscribe. Do we have to put hashtags on every keywords? Maybe the main keywords that you're going to position yourself. Okay. So when it comes to hashtag, always have two hashtags. Okay. One hashtag is dedicated to your own brand, and another hashtag related to the post. Okay. So for example, if you're going to look into our social media sites, we usually use three hashtags: Surge Marketplace, Surge It Today, and online freelancing, because our posts are related to online freelancing and we want to be found by the hashtag, and we want to trend the hashtag Surge Marketplace. Um, what are the keywords? What are keywords from those sites solely based on Google search? How about Facebook? Um, when it comes to the biggest SERP right now is Google. So most of it is based on Google search. Okay, but others, they have their own algorithm to get the keyword research. Okay, when it comes to Facebook and other social media sites, you can also click on that. I think I showed that earlier in the keywordtool.io. Okay. First, I started reading keyword research, SEO Yoast I encountered since what is included in WordPress. Would you? Yes, very much, Joy. When it comes to SEO Yoast, that should be your guide when it comes to optimizing an article, a page, or a post. So if you are a WordPress website, download the SEO Yoast and make sure that when you are optimizing the page or a post, all of those are in green. Okay, like for example, the reading. Okay, I think readiness or something like that, and then also the SEO. Okay. What are the top websites that we can use to monitor keywords? Maybe go for SEO Quake. Okay, that's something that you can also use. Work especially when it comes to keyword research, you can work as a social media manager, also in SEO, also SEO in e-commerce, YouTube marketing. Okay. Internship. Yes, we have internships. So we provide internships to all of our graduates because, usually in the internship, we just go ahead and provide them the experience. Okay. So we can go ahead and have that. All right. So we have still a lot of, let me go ahead and probably add 5 minutes more, and then I'm just going to go ahead and run through all of the questions. Okay. I'm gonna be quick. Keyword research should be used. Okay, coach. If we use keyword research, should we use keyword that is used more? Yes. The higher the monthly average searches, the better. Okay. What is the trick to create an account without using a credit card? Maybe you can go and add in a PayPal account without money in it. Okay, so it wouldn't charge you anything because there's no money in it. Keyword research hashtag on social media. Yes, it would be good, especially if you want to rank and be found. Like for example, for us, it's just easy for me to mention that you find us via hashtag Surge Marketplace because it's the official keywords that we're using. Hashtag type of keywords. So for example, earlier we noted that the main keyword is hiring a virtual assistant. Okay, so probably the hashtag that you're going to be using is hiring virtual assistant. Okay, and then another one is hire, we mentioned Pia earlier, so probably hire Pia, the VA. Okay, so something like that. That's how you can go and use your keyword research results into your hashtag. How do we use the keyword research on a website? Grace, this is actually a process called search engine optimization. When you found a keyword, okay, and you decided on the keyword, you have to add it in optimizing your pages, your posts, your photos, okay, in the website as a whole, and even in your link building, okay. Hopefully, we'll be able to have another SEO training next month, okay, or in the next 2 months. So please, again, subscribe, follow us in different social media sites so we can discuss, this question right here. After finding the right keywords, what's next step? You optimize all of your social media presence, okay, an online presence. And if you are in the e-commerce, then you go ahead and use that keyword in your product description. So whatever it is that you have as an online presence, whenever you're providing your products or services, you need to be using that keywords, okay? As a beginner, a VA, do we need to consider ourselves as offshore or onshore? Maybe more on remote. Okay, so maybe more on. I think the offshore or onshore is related to BPOs. So maybe you can go ahead and consider yourself in the online freelancing. Graphics design. Yes, we also have this course. Keyword research should chosen. Yes, I think I answered this one. SEO specialists are most highly paid. Yes, very true. Based on our hiring, okay, the ones that are recently hired are SEO, okay, SEO strategists. That's why we did the SEO training the last time. And then also social media managers and real estate virtual assistants. Best keywords to be used? Yes, you can. And the rest, you can also, the ones that are in the results earlier, you can use that as a guide when it comes to your content, when it comes to the different trends. Okay, you can do that. Is there an app in finding people? Yes, there's a lot. Lead generation applications. It's my final interview with a CEO tomorrow in a position of sales and development. Is my niche. What are the skills you recommend? It is my final interview with, maybe if you are into the sales and development, maybe go for social media management and marketing, also digital marketing, also more on brand marketing and advertising. Difference between digital marketing and social media. Digital marketing also covers SEO, video marketing, affiliate marketing, influencer marketing, instant messaging marketing, all types of marketing, inbound, outbound, also offline and online. Whereas with social media, it's really just Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all social media accounts, TikTok, YouTube. Okay, so social media is a part of digital marketing. Okay. All right, we also have here, nakaka-receive ng emails from you. I think dahil na-click ng ads before. Thank you very much for that, Sierra. Apply social media without experience? Yes, you can. Probably, if you want to be hired, make sure that you're providing certifications and portfolios. I recommend virtual assistants with no experience. Probably go ahead and learn freelancing course, okay? And then also basic virtual assistants. Can I use the keyword tool in selling a product? Yes, you can, especially in the e-commerce part. Training is complete for specific niche. What's minimum, right? It depends with the niche. Okay, so for all of our students, I highly recommend, especially if they graduate, to mark themselves when $10 per hour. Okay, at least, because they really work hard in all of our portfolio creation. Usually, they would go through with 10 to 15 video lessons with portfolios that usually takes 1 to 2 months. So a lot of expertise that can be learned. So for all of our graduates, we highly recommend lowest $6 per hour. And then, but if you don't have any training, you don't have a marketable skill. Okay, so that's why training is also important. May it be paid or free training. How long does it take for a research for to study keyword researcher course? Very, very simple. Okay, maybe just probably a week or two. Okay, recommend a VA job for beginners. Maybe the basic ones, administrative tasks. Okay. How about for hashtag? I think I mentioned this early already. Worth to spend money on VA course or websites to offer free courses? You can also use the free courses. However, the beauty with paid courses, it's already handed out to you, templates, certificates. Also, usually there are, like, for example, for Surge, we have like the training to hiring program. Okay. Also, like, it's all handed out to you, like the route, the curriculum is already there, what to start, what to do, the strategies, the techniques, where to go, how to click, examples, techniques, effective techniques, so you're not like confused. Okay. But if you are very self-directed and you are self-driven, okay, you don't need any guidance or like a thorough guide, then you can go for the free trainings. Can I use keyword results? Okay, I think yes, you can. Regarding the paid training on the 22nd, how long does it take? It's at least 2 hours to 3 hours because it's more quality. Okay. Yes, you can do the replay. Yes, I think I mentioned this already. Can we use keyword results and hashtag? Yes, for that. Yes, we do a lot of trainings. We have been doing virtual assistance training for the past 6 years. This is our 6th year. We are going to be turning 6 years in August. Okay, so we have been really doing a lot of training, and we have also a lot of students who are millionaires now, and are increasing the quality of life. Amazon BE training. Yes, we also have this one. Yes, employment, and yes, on the internship. Qualified for course, training to hiring. The qualification for our training to hiring is really completing the course. That's all. Okay, because we can't really refer you for internship if you don't have the skill. You're most welcome. Okay, for this one, maybe go for administrative tasks. Okay, Pinterest business account is applicable. Yes, very much, especially in the description side. That's where you can be found. Everything you've shared, thank you very much. Yes, product researcher. This is usually very effective with e-commerce. So there's a lot of product researchers who are struggling because they're not found when you're updating. So yes, keyword research. Yes to this. Guide in making a portfolio. It's part of our, actually, all of our courses. When you watch the video towards the end, there's the portfolio creation. So it's really like a step-by-step guide on how to create the portfolio. Okay. All right. So I think I'm able to answer all of the questions. Okay. Course that we can get from the recording. Maybe I think I'm going to let me just go. I think the team prepared for the social media and for the basic virtual assistants. Okay. Hindi premium yung SEO tool na gagamit. Okay lang. Yes, it's okay. Okay lang naman. Maybe you can still use, optimizing the page, the post, the photos, even if you're not able to do the meta description and all. All right. So I think I'm going to end here. All right. My apologies if I have not been able to answer all the. I think I missed probably just a few questions. Okay. So going back. Okay. So let me go ahead and offer this to everybody. I think somebody asked this. So our social media course. This is a part of this is a part of the in a series. We're doing this one again all of March. Okay. So this is what we're going to offer you guys, the social media management and marketing course. If you can see here, there are 17 lessons, everything here. We're going to be learning social media basics. Okay. So everything is here. Facebook marketing, Twitter marketing, LinkedIn marketing. Okay. So all of this, there's bonus lessons as well, 2 live coaching sessions. So the original price is at 5,000. Okay. So right now, if you want to avail this is at 1,000, and then until March 15, and then the rest of the month it's 2,000. But if you're a training attendee, please fill in the feedback form, and we're going to give a discounted rate, lower than this one. Okay. Also, if you want to start the basic one, like how to be a virtual assistant, we're also giving this course to you. Again, the original price is 1,000. The promo is 500. But if you're a training attendee, please fill in the feedback form, and we're going to give you a discounted rate. Okay. Again, it doesn't mean that you have to enroll only when you need this one. All right. So I hope that this is helpful. Thank you very much for joining. All right. Again, please connect with us, subscribe in this video, and this channel. Connect with us in our different social media sites. Also, here is a training code. Okay. Training code is I Love Surge 2022. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed. We're going to be sharing with you the feedback form right after this. So we're going to be emailing it to everybody, and fill in the feedback form for certification, or if you want to avail the suggested promo that we did earlier. Okay. If not, then just benefit from this training, because that's who we are. We want to empower you guys, and we want to ensure that you have the right tools, maybe the certification or the skills that you're learning here, moving forward into your transition to becoming a virtual assistant or becoming a freelancer. That would be all. I will see you again next Tuesday for our understanding the target market. Okay, as part again of our social media management training. Bye, everybody. God bless you all.